If you're into cybersecurity or pen testing firmware based around the ESP32, then you're probably familiar with this interface. It's on the Flipper Zero, on custom wardriving rigs, cheap ESP32 microcontrollers. This is ESP32 Marauder, and it's created by the absolute legend JustCallMeKoko. And JustCallMeKoko just updated to version 1.14, which gives Marauder a lot more features. If you're new to this channel, how's it going? I'm your pal Cal, and today we're going to be going over the newest update for Marauder, what makes it so special, and why Marauder is still among the best custom firmware that you can flash. Before we continue, obviously this video is for educational purposes only. Remember to only test your own hardware. Do not test networks or devices or anything that you do not have explicit permission to test on. Follow all local laws. I don't condone any illegal activity. And don't be a skid. Wi-Fi and Bluetooth pen testing typically involved a laptop, a power bank, a couple of dongles, and various attachments and tools necessary depending on the engagement. After ESP32 Marauder, things were simplified, which means that we could just take a simple ESP32, possibly wire up a display, use the Marauder tools that are built headless. There are so many different ways to run Marauder, and Marauder was my first custom firmware that I had ever used on an ESP32 in the realm of Wi-Fi penetration testing, as opposed to IoT projects and controller projects that I was working on, which ironically JustCallMeKoko started off doing himself. It's funny how that works, ain't it? But Marauder now has new wardrive features, and there are a couple of other features that are in the works, and we'll be covering that later in another day. But this is exciting because for the longest time, a couple months now, Marauder was capped out. There was nothing left. When you enable OTA updates, you basically have the flash memory that you're working with. Got 4 megabytes? Well, now you have 2. Got 8? Well, now you got 4. And it's kind of terrifying, but Marauder's easy to update, and it's a go-to for so many people in the community. Flipper Zero, CYD, even one of my favorite devices, and recently, hands down, one of the coolest devices, because you can run 2 of the best custom firmware on device, is the AWOC Dual C5. And it doesn't matter if you have a Dual C5 or Dual C5 Mini, you can use one ESP32 C5 running the Marauder firmware on the display, and the other ESP32 C5 as a biscuit, and it's a custom biscuit image made for this, and I love these devices. Anyway, it's not about the devices, it's about the firmware, because now we can auto-upload to WDGWars.pl, as well as being able to upload to WiGLE, connect to our Wi-Fi networks, and these features might not seem like they're big ideas, but JustCallMeKoko has been leading the way in the wardriving community because there are a lot of people that have used Marauder for the longest time for wardriving, and even now, so many people use Marauder specifically for wardriving. And it's beautiful when developers who wardrive and are passionate about wardriving make wardrivers, and not just a whatever hoo-ha who probably doesn't understand and doesn't care about wardriving and then makes a wardriver and says it's the best. This is one of the best, if not, well, it's in the top 3. And to be honest with you, my favorite wardrivers right now, as it stands, I don't go anywhere without a Marauder Mini V3. This is one of my favorite wardrivers. Well, this and a biscuit, an AWOC Dual C5 Mini, depending on what I want to work with, because I like the Marauder UI. It's simple, it works, it doesn't crash, and it does a lot of cool things. Now, we've done a lot of videos on Marauder, being able to scan Wi-Fi networks, authenticate those Wi-Fi networks, and ping a lot more than what we would typically be able to do on other custom firmware and ESP32s, and there are a lot of ESP32 custom firmware, some better than the others, while Marauder has kind of stayed the staple to inspire and pave the way for other custom firmware to exist. Hell, I don't even think we would have the biscuit firmware if it wasn't for Marauder, which is what makes Marauder so special. Since I started using official Marauder devices, I have been in love with them because they work, you get customer support, and it goes to support the developer. Not that cheap knockoff garbage from AliExpress and stuff like that that is not supported hardware and actually takes away from supporting the developer that has made it so accessible for the community to have such awesome tools in the palm of your hand. And Marauder is trusted across many members of the community. Don't just take it from me. Here's Og.
Hello viewers, I'm Og from NobulTech, and thank you Cal, it's an honor to be on your channel. So my thoughts on the JustCallMeKoko Marauder Mini V3. I absolutely love this little device. What really stands out is just how small and compact it is. It slips easily into a pocket so I can take it with me everywhere without even thinking about it. For something this portable, the battery life is surprisingly good and lasts long enough for extended sessions out in the field. Where it really shines is wardriving and wireless analysis. It's quick, reliable, and makes collecting and analyzing wireless data incredibly easy. Whether I'm out walking, traveling, or just exploring my local area, it's become one of those gadgets I always have with me. If you're into wireless security research or just want a powerful pocket-sized tool, the Marauder Mini V3 is definitely worth checking out.
Thank you so much, Augie. And guys, the UK is passing legislation that's going to affect a lot of content creators within the community and other content creators within the United Kingdom, and you can support them by subscribing to their channel. I've linked them down below in the description, as well as Og being a collaborator on this video. He's the host of our podcast, and he's an amazing friend. Now, back to the custom firmware. I love using the newest version of ESP32 Marauder, and I'm going to show you guys how to flash it, not on the AWOC Dual C5, on the official Dual Mini V3, which is powered by an ESP32 C5, which means that we have dual band wardriving capabilities because the GPS it has isn't an ATGM 336H, it's a Quicktail LC29H GPS module, which means that it connects almost instantly and connects indoors, but it's millimeter accuracy, and it's compatible with so many other GPSs depending on the antenna that you plug in. It's just an amazing GPS module, and JustCallMeKoko has been teasing a breakout of that GPS module that I'm hoping to showcase on this channel. Anyway, let's get to flashing. So the first thing we're going to do is go to github.com/JustCallMeKoko. If you haven't hit that follow button, make sure you click follow, and we're going to scroll down. Right here, you got a whole bio. If you want to join his Discord page is right here. Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, Patreon, Instagram, the whole nine to go support the developer. He's got a Tindy store. I wouldn't use that. His website, where he actually has all of his official Marauder devices and his official Marauder merch, like my hat, is on JustCallMeKokoLLC.com. So we're going to scroll down, go to ESP32 Marauder. If you have not given Marauder a star, make sure you hit that star button. It also goes to support the developer, and you can tell right here, I want to say the Marauder is the most starred ESP32 custom firmware in the community. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that, but it's a testament of how amazing this is. We're going to scroll down. Now you have everything you need from this file. You can just hit download zip if you want. You got the C5 PY flasher, the Python script flasher for the V8, for the adapter board that I actually use quite often, and the drivers, your ESP32 drivers, which are right here, your flash files, the OTA update files, different CYD, PCB. I want to say these are the pictures right here. Am I mistaken? Yeah, you got the V4, the kit, and the Flipper 0 files in there. You've got schematics, tools, everything is in here. It's like a real open source project. It's there to literally cater to the open source community in the best way. This man is one of the reasons that is actually keeping open source alive. If we go here, it'll say releases, and I want to say from the time of this video is 1.13, which will be updated yet again. So 1.13, 3 days ago. By the time, I want to say in the next 2-3 days, it'll be 1.14, or it's actually available in the nightly releases. If you're in the Discord server, you can go to the nightly releases, which is what I've already flashed my device. Now, this is what's the topic of today's video. This feature right here turns Marauder V8 and the Marauder Mini V3 into one of the best pocket-sized custom war drivers. We can create a text file with our WiGLE API name and another text file with our token, as well as our WDG key. If you don't know how to create a WDG key, you want to go in your settings in WDGWars.pl and yeah, create your own key. Just don't lose it, because it's a pain. But another thing to kind of keep in mind here is this is only the beginning. I don't want to tease too much, but if you want to go into the Git commits, you can get a better idea of what I'm talking about. Now, to add our WiGLE API name and token on our WDGWars token, we're going to have to open Notepad. And when we open Notepad, we want to paste our WiGLE API name first, and then we press File and then Save. And it's going to ask us where to save it. If you want, you can save it on your desktop, or you can go to the root of your SD card slot in particular. So in this case, mine's just USB drive E, and here you want to save your WiGLE API name as WiGLE_API_name.text. Sorry, that confused me. Don't make it .text, just make sure it looks like this. So we're gonna go back to Notepad real quick, and over here, and we're gonna press paste. And from here, we're good to go. See that .text? That make sure it's .text. So what we're gonna do in this case, I'm just gonna put it in my desktop, but yeah, you can put it to the root of your SD card, and then you can drag and drop to the root of your SD card. So we're gonna press save, and it's gonna save that to the desktop. Now we're going to go File, New tab, and here I'm gonna paste my token, and then I'm going to press File and then Save, and then where it says WiGLE API token, WiGLE_API_token, and I'm going to open back Notepad, and I'm going to drop that right there, press Paste, and then Save, and afterwards we're going to grab our WDGWars.pl token over here, and I'm going to paste that right there. Oh, nope, give me 1 second. There we go. And we're going to go to WDGWars.pl and paste our token, and then File, and then Save. And it's going to ask us what to save it as, and we're going to just save it as WDG_key. That's it. Literally after that, drag it into the root of your SD card, and yeah, you just reboot your device. Now, one thing to really keep in mind is if we want to update Marauder, you don't have to use a flasher. You don't have to do anything fancy. If you have a supported device, and that's kind of like the main thing here is supported devices, we can go to the Releases tab, scroll down, and find your supported device. Your CYD with the code, for example, everybody has an SO28 or an SO28 with 2 USB or a 3.5 inch. All these, you just click and it downloads. Just download it and then drag it to the root of your SD card. Same thing as everything else. So right here, I'm using an ESP32 Mini V3, and this is the latest 1.14. We just drag and drop here, and we can update directly from the device. This is the easiest way to update Marauder. The flashers, sometimes it can get tricky, but I'm not knocking flashers. Flashers are awesome. This is the easiest and best way. After we followed all those steps, we can plug in our SD card and then just power on our device. Now here in the Marauder UI, we can go to Device down here, and we can go to Update Firmware. If we go to Update Firmware, we can just select the file that is our newest update, click on it, and that's it. It's updating. Don't turn off your device. Don't play with it. Just let it update. Don't do anything until it restarts. Afterwards, we can go to Wi-Fi, and under Wi-Fi, if you haven't connected to a Wi-Fi network, we're gonna go over here, and we can just go to Scan AP, STA, or just Scan APs, and it's gonna scan through all the APs that are around you. I'm using a Bolton Dart or a Tau Glass. I don't even remember anymore. Either way, these antennas just work. I switched it to RPSMA. There's a couple of ways where you can have it antennaless and just use a built-in ceramic antenna for the GPS, but I personally like the way my Marauder Mini looks because it just looks so amazing. Afterwards, we're gonna scroll down and we go to General and go all the way down to the bottom, and it's gonna say Start AP, Set MAC, but we can go to Join Wi-Fi or Join Saved Wi-Fi. I've already saved my Wi-Fi. The process to enter the password is literally just use your joystick or use the touchpad or whatever way you want. If you have a computer, this would be so easy. But with the joystick, it only takes about a minute. Afterwards, we scroll down to the bottom where it says Upload Wardrive Logs, and just click that, and we can, I just deleted all my Wardrive logs because I uploaded them all. But essentially, we can just hit Upload All, and then go down and hit both, and it'll literally just upload to everything. Now, another new feature is you can delete all of your uploaded Wardrive logs, and it'll just clean up your SD card. Now, I'm using an 8GB SD card, which is really just a 6GB SD card, and it does the job perfectly. Marauder Firmware has been a staple in the open source community for the longest time, paving way with features and how we see ESP32 custom firmware as a whole, and it's an amazing platform. If you wanted to join the Marauder Discord, I've linked it down below. It's also on his GitHub page. And if you wanted to support JustCallMeKoko with one of his official devices or the merch that he has, it's JustCallMeKokoLLC.com. And the man's a legend. Also, the worldwide Wardrive is just around the corner, and you can get started wardriving if you want to check out our wardriving playlist and subscribe to the channel, maybe, totally up to you. Subscribe to JustCallMeKoko. All of his socials are linked down below as well. I love your faces. I really hope you guys like this video. And if you have a Marauder device, hack the planet. We'll see you next time.